I've been running men's groups for 15 plus years. I've literally been able to sit there and just listen to guys talk about their lives, share the intimate details of their personal lives, their work lives, their financial lives, their relational lives. Men from all walks of life, rich, poor, young, old, family men, single guys from all different countries, from all different parts of the world. I've learned a lot about life and a lot about men, a lot about self-improvement through that process. And that continues today. I grew up playing hockey, so I get the alpha athlete type. I also work construction. My dad was a very handy blue-collar guy. And then as I got in my 20s, I became a DJ. And so I started to spend time with a lot of musicians and artists. I worked in finance, in mergers and acquisitions. And so I spent a lot of time with lawyers, accountants, bankers. And when I got sick in my 30s, I then had to spend a lot of time in yoga studios and meditation classes to try to heal myself. I grew up kind of insecure, and I thought that if I could achieve this, or if I could live this lifestyle, I'll be worthy, I'll be good enough. And so I put myself out there a lot. I started a lot of different projects. I dealt with a lot of people. The best example I can think of was DJing. So I was a professional DJ for 10 years, and when I was 17, I didn't know how to talk to girls, and I wasn't cool, and I wanted to find a way to be cool, and I saw a DJ, and I was like, yeah, that's it. In a couple of years, I went from just being a kid going to a nightclub for the first time to being one of the top DJs in my city and playing with all sorts of superstar DJs, getting to drink champagne and be in the VIP area with all kinds of celebrities, and all these other pursuits are similar. You learn a lot about people and a lot about life, a lot about boundaries, addictions, a lot about communication and relationships, a lot about how to recover from damaged relationships, stuff like that. I've also been in a lot of romantic relationships myself. Because of my people pleaser tendencies and insecurities, I always messed it up, but I learned a lot about romantic relationships. There's also my unique ability and strengths. I should have been a counselor or a therapist. I've just had an interest in psychology since I was young. Read a lot of books, talked to a lot of experts about self-improvement for men, overcoming obstacles, emotional issues, personal challenges. I had to try different healing tools and techniques. I've done hundreds of hours of therapy and tried all kinds of kooky and weird healing practices just to be content with my day-to-day, just to feel good in my body and with who I am, Quickly, let's talk about the adversities I faced. There was so much suffering behind the scenes. I've been through a lot of failures, many betrayals. I've been cheated on in 4 different relationships. I've had 2 friends pass away from suicide. I went bankrupt at 20. I was bedridden for 2 years with a chronic illness when I was 32 in my parents' basement, unable to even go for a walk around the block or cook for myself. I was such a nice guy, such a yes man. I had to learn how to set boundaries. That was really difficult. And, and today, I have a pretty successful business. I bought my dream house with my partner. I've recovered to full health. I have solid friendships and work relationships. And I just feel like a grounded contentment. I'm happy with my life as it is today. I'm happy with myself, proud of who I am. And yeah, I'm 4 years into a relationship with Katie. And this has been the smoothest, flowiest relationship I've ever been in as a result of me having so many bad relationships and having to learn about relationships and communication, boundaries, dating, all that stuff. So this is all to say that when it comes to self-improvement for men, I've been through and experienced a lot. And so I do have a lot to pass along to guys like you. And I really hope that what I have to share, you find useful.